is likely to lose rather than gain from its decision to withdraw from the 1972 World Heritage Convention. Britain and China discussed over human rights and their approach to repression in Syria and sealed trade deals worth £1 billion. The Federal Reserve will remain the biggest buyer of treasuries as the central bank uses its $2.86 trillion balance sheet to keep interest rates low. Update the news around the world with Asean Tang Mi Sang and Pasurang Desha Putharangsi in Asean Newsroom.
Good morning and welcome to Asean Newsroom. Today is Tuesday, June the 28th of 2011. You're with me, Asean Tang Mi Sang.
And I'm Pasurang Desha Putharangsi. Well, unfortunately, Thailand is likely to lose rather than gain from its decision to withdraw from the 1972 World Heritage Convention, simply to express its disagreement with the World Heritage inscription of Cambodia's Pravihan Temple. Well, Natural Resources and Environment Minister Suwit Kunkitti, who returned from Paris yesterday after withdrawing from the 35th session of World Heritage Committee, defended his decision by saying it was made to protect Thailand's sovereignty over the territory adjacent to Pravihan Temple. It's too risky for us to accept the Pravihan Management Plan, which asks UNESCO and the committee to dispatch experts for reparation and restoration of the temple of Pravihan, he said. It's good for us to denounce the convention, as Cambodia will not be able to use the World Heritage Committee's decision as evidence to back up its arguments in the World Court. The decision seems to reflect Thailand's worries over the consequences of Cambodia's request to the International Court of Justice that it clarify its 1962 ruling in the Pravihan case. Bangkok is concerned that any Thai acknowledgement of World Heritage activities related to Pravihan would be equivalent to acceptance of Phnom Penh's sovereignty over the temple and its vicinity.
UNESCO Director General regrets the announcements of Thailand's intention to denounce the 1972 World Heritage Convention. The Director General of UNESCO, Irana Bokova, has expressed her deep regret following the declaration of the Thai Natural Resources and Environment Minister Suwit Kunkitti during the 35th session of the World Heritage Committee. Bokova reiterated that the World Heritage Convention of 1972 is not only the foremost international instrument for the preservation and protection of the world's cultural and natural properties, which have outstanding universal value, but also widely recognized as an important and indispensable tool to develop and encourage international cooperation and dialogue. Contrary to widely circulated media reports, the World Heritage Committee did not discuss the management plan of the Pravihan Temple, nor did it request for any reports to be submitted on its state of conservation. Moreover, it needs to be clarified that UNESCO's World Heritage Center never pushed for a discussion of the management plan by the committee. It further encourages the two countries to use the 1972 Convention as a tool to support conservation, sustainable development, and dialogue. The World Heritage Committee decision was adopted unanimously after Thailand staged a walkout. The request of Thailand to adjourn the debate was not supported by any other member of the World Heritage Committee, while cognizant of the values and importance of the Pravihan Temple. The Director General has on many occasions called on Cambodia and Thailand to ensure its protection and sustainable development. Bokova also facilitated consultations between the two parties in May 2011 in Paris with the aim of bringing closer their respective positions. Intense negotiations were also held with the delegations of the two countries over the past 5 days on the sidelines of the 35th session of the World Heritage Committee, but no agreement could be reached. The Director General expressed the hope that Thailand will carefully consider its future course of action in respect of this important convention and will continue to be an active participant in the international cooperation for the protection of the world's outstanding heritage.
Former Thai Foreign Minister suspects that the country's withdrawal from the international cultural body is politically motivated, suggesting it return as a member after the new government is formed. Ex-Foreign Minister Surakit Thai pointed in regard to Thailand quitting the World Heritage Convention that there may be domestic politics involved in the decision as a general election is approaching. Adding to this, the meeting has only been drafting the principles of the World Heritage Committee meeting agenda. No considerations were to begin yet, in which the WHC has no authority in any way to pass a verdict on territorial areas. He added that to officially withdraw from the international body would take at least another year. In the meantime, the action is only to show Thailand's opposition by the head of Thai delegation, which the country still has a chance to reverse the decision. Surakit suggested that when a new government is formed, it should consider a return to the unilateral convention, as well as bring up the forthcoming WHC's resolution and Cambodia's proposal into the Thai parliament in order to find a well-rounded solution to the issue.
Academics says Thailand stepped backward in ending the cross-border conflict. Political scientists Carl Thayer at the University of New South Wales in Australia calls the Thai government's decision to withdraw from the World Heritage Convention and Committee a step backward in ending the cross-border conflict over the Hindu temple. He suspects Cambodia will have to come up with a bit of a delay on their part. The bottom line is it would delay getting UNESCO to put the final seal of approval on it because the management plan is going through disputed territory. He asked how does Cambodia effectively develop that temple. The stronger case would be if the two countries were going to cooperate. Angered by the government's failure to take a tougher stance against Cambodia over the conflict, Thai nationalists welcomed their government's withdrawal from the convention. In a protest last week in Bangkok, the nationalists demanded that the United Nations withdraw the temple's World Heritage designation. Thai officials say they are prepared to work with the international community as well as with UNESCO and World Heritage members to move forward without the proposed management plan that affects Thailand's sovereignty.
Well, the World Heritage case is becoming so hot as this will be shared by our editors, Kun Suthi Chayun and Kun Tunsatit Thaptim in this analysis.